Alright, so a few people have asked me what it is I run on iRacing. So I'm just going to go through a few bits and pieces. I got the Fanatec GT2 RS version 2, I think somebody said it was. This is a Fanatec shifter. It's very plasticky but good for V8 supercar, Cadillac, Corvette. Over here I've got, can't move these, there are Corsair just 2.0 stereo ones. SST Lightning shifter, awesome piece of gear. This $160, best money I think I've spent so far. Just Alpine Stars Easy Ride. I think they're motorbike clubs, but they're nice and thin, and they protect the wheel from sweat when mates come over and get nervous. 323.6 LEDs, AOCs. They're really thin, that's why I got them, so I can squish the bezels together. I actually have some tape on the back side of them, but I won't go into that. The machine itself, it's housed in a Silverstone TJ04E Evolution. It's a nice case, I like it. This is a deep cool fan controller thingy. It lights up and flashes if you want it to, and it's good for what I use it for, and that is, it's water cooled. So on the other side of the case, it's got 2x120 fan with the exit, thankfully. Top, USB 3.0 stereo, the usual crap. Space for 120 and a 140 or two 120s. A very large window with no surround or anything on it, which is rather nice. It doesn't take away from the case. It's not a blingy case. I think it's all about what you put inside it mostly. So I'll just try and get the side of the case off. Oh shit, there we go. Let me just put this down. Alright, so inside, start with the power supply. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. I can do this though. It's a Silverstone 750 silver modular. This is just a piece of cardboard box I trimmed up and put some carbon fibre vinyl on. Got Enermax 120 white LED, it's just left over from an old build. Down the bottom, it's 500 gig Seagate mechanical, no SSD because the machine's pretty much always on. I don't really care for boot up times and so on. Alright, this is Swiftech, I don't know, like PMP 450 or 440 or something. I've got blue clearish piping, not sure what the brand is. Alright, behind there you can probably see two Enermax 120s, PWM fans, no LEDs or anything, nothing that special. And there is the radiator, so that's a Koolance 2x120 BP fittings, compression fittings. The reservoir, that's probably the most attractive thing in the whole case. I'd say it's not actually that bright when you look at it in real life. The camera makes it look a lot brighter than it actually is. But it's made by Frozen Q in the US. It wasn't cheap as far as reservoirs go, but it's got the what would you call that thing, a UV cathode in the middle of it, which lights up. Makes it look good. Looks a bit crappy without it, to be honest with you. I've got a switch on the back of the case that turns it on and off, but don't really use it. Braided Bit Phoenix cables, extensions, so I'm on the GPU as well. GPU, Gigabyte 7953 gig. That's the Wind Force 3 fan version. Blue PCB, that's probably why I bought it. Motherboard, ASUS M5A99X Evo. Yeah, it's like a $140 board. Not bad, it stays reasonably cool. The block itself is an XSPC, I don't know, their bottom line. Looks kind of crap. I don't like water cooling AMDs simply because of the ugly blocks you get. More compression fittings. One black and one silver. Sort of ran out halfway through the build. Had to use some other colours. The RAM is Corsair Vengeance, 1600 MHz CL8 timings. It's rather nice. A few fans. It's a Cooler Master 120. Another one on the roof, which is rather noisy. I've got some white LEDs in there, which is why it lights up quite nice, the whole case. Good value for money they were. Sound wise, what are they? Logitech LS21s, 2.1s with the subwoofer. Cheap. You can get them at some places for like 25 bucks, 28 bucks. Big W's just under 40, I think. But I would recommend the similar price range, creative stuff, bigger sub, cleaner sound. I just use like a wireless keyboard, mouse. So yeah, that's about it for now. I'm just waiting, as you can see, for iRacing to come back up from scheduled maintenance. It's due to be back at 3 AM. It's now like 3:28, hence the video. I'm a bit bored. 5 gigahertz. Whoops. Well, it was at 5 gigahertz a second ago. 5 gigahertz. I don't think I mentioned the processor, which is an AMD FX 4170. There's the RAM, slightly overclocked to like just over 1700 megahertz. Still kept the 88824. Processor is 1.5 volts and it does 5 gigahertz. Relatively easy, but it does get hot, and at that sort of speed it does, I imagine, eat quite a bit of electricity. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'll do a quick review of my daily burner. Yeah, a few bits and pieces on the shelf. Might do a video review on that later. I don't think I covered this. I'll show you quickly. This is just a 7-inch Android pad. This one is a ZTE or Optus My pad. Now this, what's it called? Dash meter, right? Look it up. You can get a demo of it. It's free. Only lasts 5 laps. And if you like it, just purchase the whole thing. It's like $6, $6.95, $5.95, somewhere around that mark, and it just makes life nicer. I paid like 50 bucks for the tablet. You got your shift lights across the top, gears, G's, speed, RPM, delta on your lap times, fuel. You can get overall what's left and your fuel burn per lap, which is pretty cool. Helps you work out how much fuel you're going to need for a race, so you're not one of those people who says, how much fuel am I going to need? So that's pretty much it. That's the sort of view I get. I don't know if you can see it. So you get to see, you know, the important stuff, and that's really what matters to me. Anyway, wrap it up. Check my other videos. Rate, subscribe, all that stuff that people do on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.